morning everyone, it's Rachel here and we are doing Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I'm not very well at the moment, so I'll just do, just a bit of flu sort of thing, so I'll just do the video as long as I can. So I've just been sitting catching up a little bit. Am I on screen? Yes. So this has all been cantha stitched down and little stitches in here. And then I wanted to grab my book. I think it was this one here. Oh, I did love that look, but I don't know if I'll get that look here. I wanted to find where that, I want that. Let me see the drawing of it. What page is this? 35. There it is. Oh no, I think I would like it bigger. Let me have a look. Slightly bigger. Let's just grab some Solvay, because the nice thing about Solvay is you can draw it on and then just see if you like it. But I won't put it on yet because, so the brand is Nesters, 2 S's, Nesters with 2 S's. Is that you can just sort of draw and then I'm going to draw, I'm going to just draw it here. So I'm going to have you can draw it and then you can see sort of where do you want to place it. Do you like the look of it? I might not like the look of it. It might be too much. Because I kind of wanted it to be a little bit bigger than what it is in the drawing. So I'm just doing a very bodgy drawing here. It's going right to the edge. Yep. Because I obviously didn't come over far enough. I think I'm going to have the little mushroom caps coming out the other side. And then a further one. I've done that very well. Maybe I have one here. There's no reason why I can't have one there. A bit taller, higher up, sort of thing. And then, what is that? It had this bit here that came down like that, and then rows, running stitch rows. Okay, so that's what it would look like. It's a bit podgy, and let me just cut it out and see, do I want to include it or not? Okay, so that's my kind of wonky drawing there. Okay, so how is everyone today? I hope you're well. We are well. Yeah, it's just a rainy day and nice day to do things. So I'm going to cantha that up there. I'm just going to move this out of the way because I want to work on this a little bit. If I put this in, I might have it, I kind of wanted it to go into the background a bit behind that. So I might sort of put it on there and only stitch what I can see, if you know what I mean, and it would be behind the mushroom. So I think I'm going to have my tag that I made over here. So I'll put those aside so I don't lose them. I wanted to work on this a little bit here. So I need to grab some threads. Let's see what I have down here. Oh, I might put it in the hoop. That's a good idea. Work on that bit as well. open it a bit. Okay, and tighten. Okay, so I think I'm going to outline that with some sort of, actually I could use this wool here, or I might cover it or outline it. Let's get started with that. I'll just do one. I can finish the rest off camera, but just to, so you can see it started. That's blunt. I need a sharp one. They're all blunt. That's sharp, but it's as chunky as can be. Anyway, we'll use that. I've got a threader in here, thank goodness. Otherwise, we'd be searching for that as well. Now, Sarah, I bought one of those contraptions that you use, the clover one. Do you think I can get it to work? Oh dear. I'll have to rewatch your video to see how they work. So first of all, I'm just going to outline here. Let's start up here so I don't have to turn it around. And just see how it stands out. If it doesn't stand out, I'm going to colour it in. I didn't even notice, but I've kind of got like, you know, those sort of circles on there. It does stand out, so I might just do it like that. Just little running stitches. Trying to leave it just a little gap in between them. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it subtle. Oh, look at my knot. I didn't pull my stitches through enough. Let's see. Might do 2 knots just to make sure it stays, or just slide through because it's so thick. Snip. So this is a tapestry wool. I think it might just be a DMC. It's nothing. I got it at the sewing basket. I just like the colour. You kind of have to do, because it's so thick, you kind of have to do the stabbing running stitch, because I wouldn't be able to get my stitches close together. Okay. One more. So that's nice and quick. The nice thing about this too is you can come back and decide to add more if you want to. You don't have to do it all. Like, just make all your decisions now. Like, I might decide that I need to put more there. So Lily's coming home this weekend, which we're excited about. Good thing I was sick early in the week, and I'll be in good health, hopefully, touch wood, by the time she comes home. Doesn't stop me doing things. I still do stuff all day, just at a slower pace. Okay, so it's very, very subtle. Okay, put that aside. And then I need to find, I want to do French knots down here. And let's see. Just trying to see in this one. I don't think I have any beigey sort of colours. This one, well, that's a good colour. This is like kind of like a brushed linen thread. It's quite nice. I probably shouldn't get a really long length. I might use this one. I'll put this back on here. Oops. So they don't stand out so much, do they, those dots? So I'm wondering whether I will fill them in or not. I'll have to just have a little look at, think about that. Now this would take a while. I kind of wanted to do, I probably only need to do one wrap because it's quite thick. I'll probably come in with different shades of beige. I'm so used to doing more than one wrap. We're just doing French knots here. Now if you want loopy ones, you just don't tighten it. I've tightened this, but you don't tighten it so much on your needle, and you'll get sort of looser sort of French knots. Obviously using a thicker thread too will sort of fill it up a little bit faster. And that's going to be loopy. There you go. Got tangled. But it's all adding to the texture. And having it in a hoop is just helping me manage it, because you know it's very long now. So, oops, I've got a knot here. That will go into a knot. It slipped off my needle. It just helps you manage it because there's a lot of fabric. Okay, we're nearly done. Might as well finish it off, because I'm going to come in with other beiges, but I have to find where they are. They're not near me, so isn't that funny? Every time I start doing a video, they start tapping upstairs. Thinking another thing I would like to do is some stitches coming down there. Thinking, do I want this color or another color? I do feel like my mushroom's going through the awkward phase at the moment. Of course, I won't get it finished in this video. I could have. I have this one. I think I'll do it with this one. This is just an Appleton wool, I can tell. Just trying to think, do I want to double it over or it might show up more. I'm going to have them just shooting out the side a bit too. Just adding a bit more texture. Different lengths, short and long. Not too close together. Hoping I'm going to have enough to finish this bit. As I'm working on this, I'm thinking that my blue bits need more. They need to be coloured in because I want them to stand out a bit more. Whoops, I came up the same hole. Go back down again. And the nice thing about having it doubled over, because I'm not going to be able to knot it off probably, is, yeah, do I want one more? No, I think that's enough. It just adds a little bit more text. All I do here now, because it's short, I'll just cut that off and then I can just tie a knot here. And that will stay. There we go. Easy. Right, so that's done. Put that away. I need to deal with this. So, I would really like to use this one that is not open yet. Okay, I've got a few that I've opened that are just laid down on the floor so they don't get tangled, and I need to roll them into balls and it takes forever. So let's see here. I think I have to cut this. That just sort of holds it all together. Here we go. No, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way where there's a bit more. Well, there's not that much blue, is there? So the only thing about these is there's quite a bit of work involved in sorting these out. Once you open them, you don't want them to get all tangled because you end up throwing a whole lot out. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, I think, like so. Thread it. So I am going to get a lot of white, the creamy colour here. Okay, so let me just see, I've got to keep it like this so that way I can then roll it. I put it on the back of a chair and then I roll it into a ball. I think I'm going to go, well, maybe I'll go diagonally. I'm going to stay inside. This colour may not be, I probably should use a brighter colour after all of that. I have a brighter colour. After all of that, I've changed my mind. I probably should use a colour like that. It's going to stand out more, isn't it? I'm just sorry. I've just realised that's blending right in. No, that's a no-go, that one. I'll just pull that out. Oh dear. Okay, now I'm going to use this one. Yep, that will stand out way more. So here I need more. I'm still doing more. I'm going to be doing more, but I just need to find another shade. As I don't have anything near me that I can see, I'll need to stop the camera and go and look. So I'll just do that off camera. I did want to address a little bit the creating a little bit of doing some stitches in here as well. Pretty much on every section I've got incomplete. It's incomplete, this. In the beginning I was able to keep up with it more, but as we've gone on, I'm further and further behind. I'm just staying inside my running stitch. Am I recording? I hope so, yes. So I'm just doing satin stitch at an angle. Oops, I need to blow my nose. Excuse me, guys. Turn your volume down. Okay. Excuse me. It's a necessary evil. Now, if I wanted, I think I might like these. Gosh, I'm being complicated today. I'd like them to be a bit more raised. So what I'm thinking is, I've got a bit of pain in my hand today. I hope I don't have a rheumatism starting to happen. I think it's from cutting. But it's a little bit sore. I have been doing a lot of cutting lately. yeah, I think I'm going to come back over the top the other way. And so it's going to it'll make it just very slightly more raised. I'll show you. I'll finish this little bit off and then we'll come back. And I'll go on the opposite diagonal. So it's kind of, they would normally do it a bit more messy, but when you're going to do like raised, when they do raised monograms, they do stitches underneath and then even maybe multiple layers, and then they come back over in the other direction. And you go in the other direction so that way you can see, ow, where you put your stitch, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to see it. And you'll see it will just raise a little bit. Takes longer, of course, because you're doing it twice. Yeah, I'm happy with that decision. You could even do it with another colour, because my stitches are not super tight together. You might be able to see little peekaboos of the other shade underneath. I'm happy with this decision because it did need to stand out more. So by no means will I be near completed this page. I think I might allow myself to work on it tonight, if I can stay awake, because sometimes I just think, okay, I'm going to stitch in the night, and then I get so tired that my eyes literally start to shut and I can't do it. I used to be so productive in the evening as far as stitching is concerned, but it just doesn't seem to happen. I think I do get up early, but it just doesn't happen. Okay, so that's, yeah, that's better. It's more, can you see it's slightly raised? So that's what I'm going to do on the other ones. I didn't waste thread because I came up next to my stitches. So I just wanted to have a little look at the greenery down below, and I wanted to find the page here with the mosses, just to see if there's any inspiration for that there for me. I loved all of that. Oh, these, yeah, I loved these. I don't know whether I'll be able to do that. Okay, so that's going to be my mushroom and some green. Green, green, green. Oh, I have some green only here. Oh, another one. This is another one that needs to be rolled up. I think I'm going to use this colour. Yeah, it didn't tangle. It's not a super big one. I don't know. I think I might, I don't know where I got this one from. Let's just get a nice piece. Okay, put that next to the other one. I've got 4 I need to roll into balls. It needs to happen soon. Here it is. So I'll just, even though I need to do the other ones, I'll take that off. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to, I don't know if I'm going to do this or not. I think I'm going to definitely do some French knots. Oh wait a minute, I can do it better that way. Thread my needle. I'm going to do just random stitches, and then in another green, a bit like this one. It looks like they are, this one here, they look like they're daisy stitches. And then there's little French knots in a different colour. I'm going to do something like that, but maybe not quite so close together. Just want them to be a bit more random than that. And it will look yucky for a bit, and then, but hopefully it will come together. I have to tell myself all different directions. And I think the little French knots will be what will give it a bit more of a mossy sort of feel. I'm going to be jumping around quite a bit. Even have them cross over, I think. These will be quite time consuming because I've got to go all the way. I don't have to do all of that, but an amount of it. I know a lot of you have already finished your wonderful pages. Okay, we'll do a bit more, and then I just wanted to start putting in some of the French knots in another colour, so then see what other colours I have. This is my interpretation. And I'm just literally putting my stitches wherever. Another cool thing to do, get a mossy thing, you could do like, you know, thread weaving and then put your French knots on top. That could be look quite good and textural and lovely. Okay, let's leave that there, and I just want to find another green. This one is already open. This one could be cool. Another one that I have to roll into a thing. I probably bought this with my sister. Or did I buy it in Milan? I could have bought it in Milan. Now, I was laughing with the lady in the wonderful shop in Milan. We don't have shops like this down here. That's why I go bonkers and buy stuff when I go to a place that does have, I can't find the beginning, that does have the beautiful wools. because I love stitching them with them. Anyway, I was saying to her, I was there for ages. I said, I just don't know what colours to buy. And I said, you know, I keep looking at the ones I know that I've probably got something similar. They're not going to be the same because they're hand dyed. Well, they're dyed, so they're not going to be the same as what I have at home, but they're similar shades. So I said to her, I just seem to end up always with the same ones all the time. Maybe I should just end this off, actually. I go for the same colours because I have favourite colours. Is that the same for everyone? And she said to me, which I thought was a really great idea, she said, why don't you sort of spread out your ones that you have, take a photograph of them, and I've got them in 3 drawers here. Actually, maybe I'll share a photograph on Instagram or something. I've got them in clear, really beautiful clear plastic drawers. Excuse me. And I've got them in colorways, so I should just take a photograph. She said, just take a photograph of where you've got them, and then when you go to the wool shop, wherever you are, you just have your photograph and you kind of know what shades you already have, because I can see a drawer full of all different types of mustardy yellows, and then I've got a drawer full of blues, and I probably then I can see which colors I need. Yeah, this. Oh, you see, I've got those French knots there, so I wonder about this. Can I make them more loose? I think I want them to be more loose, so I'm not pulling it tight on my needle, and you get looser ones. So you don't pull it tight and then go down. Just hold on to it still so you don't totally lose your knot. A little bit more attention, and it's a bit looser. No, still, maybe I can go even looser. Oh, no, I pulled that one tight. Can I loosen it? I can. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to move around a bit because obviously there's a length in the one shade, and then it starts to slowly change, and then for quite a while I've got this sort of olivey, and then it goes a bit darker. So you sort of want to jump around so you get your colour in all different spots. Tiny bit tighter. Oh, that totally disappeared. That one, we'll have to do it again. I don't know what I did. Oh, I think I must have gone through the same hole. Make sure you go next to it, not the same hole. That's better. Certainly a hoop is helping me here. I don't think this will start taking shape until I get more done. If it takes shape at all, I might not like it. What I'm not liking is those French knots with these French knots. So I'm thinking now that I might come in and do some straight stitches in there as well, down like those ones. I don't know. I need to fix it because I don't like all the French knots together. Keeping it loose. Do have to keep reminding myself, don't pull it too tight. maybe there. I would prefer it to be a bit more fluffy. I think I'm going to put some fluffiness in there. So less French knots on this bit here and more fluffiness. That one went right in. It was doing well and it went right in, so I'll come back and do another one. I'm liking this. This is gonna, needs a bit of work, but I'm liking it. So I'm happy with that. I'm not happy with that. I know it's not finished yet, but I'm still not happy because it's would be more and more, unless I did layers upon layers upon layers upon layers of French knots and then built it up so it was more textural. I could also do that. But I'm thinking I could have a fluffy mushroom bottom. I'm going to have a think about that because it's not exactly how I want. Yes, this is giving me the idea of moss, especially with the, oops, slipped off. Over you go. A bit too loosey-goosey. Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. Huh. Come over here, and I'll stop there because I haven't done any of the other stitches there. And I'll end this off. Actually, I'll put a few more. Well, I'll do more up there when I've fixed it. But I do like the texture that's happening down here. Okay. All right, so we'll end this off, even though I need to do more. I think I need to do more tonight. Otherwise, I put everything away and then I forget what I was using. Okay, so let's have a look. So this I want fluffy. So to get that fluffy, I could do some turkey work and snip it. I could even use this colour. Would I put a bit of this colour in? Should we give it a go, guys? Just quickly. I was thinking I might go now, but I think I might just do some little loopies here and we'll see how we go. I know it's blue, but it doesn't matter. Like, we're not living in the real world here. It's pretend. So I'm just going to do a whole lot of loops that will then be snipped or not. I could make a hot mess and have to cut it all out and start again. I probably should jump around a bit because we've got quite, I've unthreaded as well because I've got quite a bit of blue here. Definitely need more texture and not so many knots on the bottom of my mushroom. So let's do some more jumping around. So at least this colour didn't go to waste. So the back will be a mess, obviously, and of course it's exposed, so I would have to put something over that. I'm not going to worry about that, it's all going to be trimmed. I will go thicker. I probably should do my loops actually longer so I can sort of move them out of the way as I get more and more in there. Now we're getting to the lighter colour. But it won't come out because we go over it that many times, like jumping around going over your stitches many times, and it just sort of anchors them all down, and it's wool and it's thick. So this will take me quite a while. I won't be doing any snipping in the video because I'm going to fill it. But I just want to show you how I'm going to fill it. in there. Next time I'm going to be careful to have this bit up there, because I keep hooking onto it, and I think if I put it up there it'll be less likely to happen. Hadn't thought about that. And I don't have to actually cover all of the knots. I can go all around them, because then when I snip, you'll have the little knots in there too. Yep, I am much happier now. Get over there. It's already looking much better. Building up the texture. It's all like a bit experimental and a bit of fun, really. There might be so much going on here that I decide not to do that other bit that I drew on the Solvay. I do want to wait until I get this done. So with the knots, I'm finding I don't need to be quite as tight with all the loops. And I may or may not cut them. Let's just see. A bit of gaps in there. You just have to be careful not to pull it. This is my way of doing it. I think it's not the correct way of doing turkey work. You're meant to anchor it. I've just not found that it's come out, so I'm quite happy to do it this way. See, sometimes I don't make decisions straight away. I just sort of keep thinking about them while I'm stitching and thinking, 1 minute I think I'm going to cut them, and then I'm thinking I'm not going to cut them, and then I'm thinking I am going to cut them, and then I'll decide at the end. Whoops. Don't want to lose your stitch. So when you see the really textural works, it really is building up. There's a lot of layers that you don't see them, but there are a lot of layers being built up, a lot of stitches upon stitches that are being put in to create the look. It's not just like one layer of stitches. Oops, see that one I pulled down too tight, but you can always just pull it back up. Whoops. So you get the idea. I'm creating some texture at the base of my mushroom, and then I'm going to have all of this happening around, and I'm really happy with that. So there we go. That is my video for today. I'm going to finish it off. Hopefully I will tonight. If I can stay awake, I will do it tonight. And yep, next week I'll be better. I think we have a new prompt next week, and Oh yeah, that's Sarah. We're into winter. Oh my gosh, this is really flowing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.